Okay. Hey, everybody. Now, y'all know that I'm normally pretty deep into things and I dig deeper than others at times. So, I talked about the toilet paper on Facebook today. Um, and I found out that with our toilet paper that we wipe our behinds with, it is filled with so many harsh, harmful chemicals. And all of those chemicals are carcinogenics, all right? And we know that those type of chemicals causes cancer. But the problem with the toilet paper is that the toilet paper is bleached to become white, okay? It's bleached. Number one, that's harmful to the rectum area and the vagina area. Number two is it's filled with a lot of chlorine. That's also harmful to our private parts down there. And those type of chemicals can cause, sometimes it can cause sorts of cancers down there on our private areas. And I'm trying to keep this video as clean as possible because we know how social media is, we know how YouTube is, we know how TikTok is, and all those things. So, but I hope you all get what I'm saying. Now, there are organic toilet papers that we can buy. The one that I like the best is called Bamboo. And you also can go to try 7th Generation. Both of those are on Amazon. I know the 7th Generation, you can get like 24 rolls, I believe, for like $30. You may have to spend a little bit more, but hey, sometimes we can't go the cheap route. And the Bamboo is, I believe, it's called Bamboo, Bampoo, Bamboo, because it's made out of bamboo and it's for poo, okay, Bamboo. But there are several different kinds that we can buy, but what we have to understand is that we can't always be so cheap. You have to spend money if you want to have a good quality of life, and that's just the bottom line. 7th generational products and their tissue, you can get those from Whole Foods. I know that for a fact. The Bamboo, I'm not sure. But anyway, moving right along, there's another thing that bothered me today as I researched. I'm just going to give you the most important things that I found. Paper plates, paper cups, paper spoons, forks, knives, all of those things that you throw away. They are filled with PFAS. PFAS is the short term for per and polyfluoroleaky, okay? That's also found in paper plates, spoons, and cups. Now, I'm going to spell this for you. PFAS is just a short term for polyfluoroleaky, elky, however you want to say it, but I'll spell it POLYFLUOROALKY, okay? That's what's found in all of our disposable napkins, paper towels, things like that, okay? It's basically a synthetic organofluorine chemical compound that it has like multiple fluorine atoms attached, okay? Multiple fluorine, Yeah, multiple fluorine atoms attached, which causes damage to our liver, kidney, spleen, pancreas. It also causes headaches, loss of coordination, um, and damage to your central nervous system. Okay. It also has VOX in it, VOC''S. Now, VOX was determined by the EPA to contribute to both long-term and short-term health problems. The VOX is a high vapor pressure. Well, I put it like this. VOX is what's on the paper plates. Now, what happens is it's a high vapor pressure, okay? When it becomes room temperature, it evaporates. Okay, it evaporates. So it's evaporating on the plates when it becomes room temperature. But also when you put hot food to those, you get chemicals out of those paper plates that's called VOX, if y'all can understand what I'm saying. VOX is also found in household products and building materials. Okay, building materials and household products. So we don't want to eat that. So I didn't go too far into that, but I think I gave you enough. But the best thing to do, I told you what type of tissue paper you can get for your bottom parts. And I would suggest organic paper plates. The paper plates that I suggest is the compost plates. They're called compostable paper plates. You can also find them on Amazon. And I believe Whole Foods have them as well. But try the compostable paper plates. Everything that we do, we should do as natural as possible, okay? We cannot keep going for, because this is on sale. Oh, those paper plates, you get 500 paper plates for $15.88. That's what you don't want. That's when you're going to find the VOX, okay? When you can get 100 rolls of tissue for $24.99. That's when you're going to find the toxic chlorine and the bleached tissue paper. And sometimes we just have to use common sense. Like, just think about this. Think about this. Would you really want bleached tissue on your bottoms? And what do you think it can do? Sometimes we just have to ask ourselves that. What do we think that when you're constantly using something that's not good for you over and over and over and over on a daily basis, how long do we think our bodies can handle that abuse? Now, don't get me wrong. I have used paper plates a lot in the past. Not a lot. I haven't used them in a lot. I haven't used paper plates a lot in the past. But probably for about the last 2 years, me and my family, we've been off and on with paper plates. But we have a few more. And after that, we're done with it. But I had been basically trying to use our plates, because I look at it like this. We have a dishwasher, we have hands, we have limbs that still work, right? Wash the dishes. When I was coming up, I was just talking to my husband about this. When I was coming up, we did not have paper plates. We didn't have disposable spoons or forks or anything. When my parents had a barbecue, we had plates. We actually had plates, and people at our barbecues we just had a lot of plates. Okay, we did not have paper plates. We had plates, just plates. The plates with the big old flowers on them, that's what we had. And that's what we used. And we have to go back to how things was done in the 70s. We have to go back to that, how things was done in the early 80s. We have to go back to that way of doing things, cleaning supplies, how we cook, how we eat, how we live, how we think, what we listen to, what we're seeing, what our kids are listening to, what they are seeing, what they are eating, their snacks. When I was coming up, we didn't have a bunch of Twinkies and donuts. We didn't have that. When we had a treat, it was a special treat, and my mother cooked a chocolate cake. I remember it was always a chocolate cake, yellow on the inside, chocolate on the outside. That was our go-to. And we did not have that all the time. As far as juice, we didn't have juice. We may have had orange juice, but the bulk of it was just water. And of course, Kool-Aid. That wasn't good for us. But we didn't have a big choice like we had now. But what I'm saying to you guys is that even I'm saying to myself that back then, all these sicknesses was not out. Kids wasn't dying of cancer. Cancer wasn't around like it is now. All those things, these things didn't exist like that. It existed, but it wasn't as intense as it is now. We didn't have little kids in our neighborhood dying of cancer. You know, it wasn't happening. But it's just that when they came out with all the things like the prepackaged foods, when you can get pasta and chicken and throw it in the oven and bake it, microwave foods, paper plates, paper cups, all of those things. That's when we start getting sick. So we have to learn to go back to the old days. And we also have to do things like we did them in the old days. Don't be so quick and in a hurry to pop a TV dinner in the oven, a bucket of lasagna, and some chicken wings that's already supposed to be cooking. You're going to air fry them. We can't do that. We can't live. We have to go back to get in the kitchen and cook your kids some food. And you have to spend a little bit more money now for toilet paper and good soaps. Okay? Everything should be natural. You don't go and buy soap 15 bars for $5.99. You should run from that soap. You should run and run really fast. Okay? There are some soaps out here now that starts with the D and end with the E that's causing cancer. And the company has said it. But we still want to go and buy that product that starts with the D and end with the E. 4 letters. Start with the D, end with the E. Oh, they have all type of products out. They have shampoo now. They have body lotion and body wash. Starts with the D, 4 letters, end with the E. And it smells really good. It really does. But we have to be careful. And we have to stop being so cheap. Go back to living like you're living in the 70s again. We were safer then. Don't you think so? So I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Peace and blessings.